Hello, wonderful viewers. Good morning, good evening from where you're watching from. I want to welcome you to this very wonderful episode of My Child and I. My Child and I is coming your way today from the Living Television Aba. Like I usually say, you are free to follow us on our social media platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube at Living Television. You can also search for our radio on 90.9 FM. You can as well call us. This program is a phone-in program. You can also call us on 091 682 Take it again, 0916 As you're listening to this program, I need you to call in and let's have your questions as we push in this program. But today I'm not going to ride on these wings alone. Today I've got my special guest on My Child and I. Last week episode was so wonderful and amazing, but today I have precious people around me here. With me in the studio today to discuss My Child and I is Pastor Maxton Peterson. Pastor Maxton, you're welcome to this program.
Thank you, madam.
Pastor Maxton Peterson is the resident pastor of Numa Embassy here in Aba. Then I also have another wonderful woman with me here in studio, Mrs. Amarachi Umweze. Mrs. Amarachi Umweze is a business woman, and I'm happy to have you here today. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, today we'll be focusing on very important. We're going to be focusing on very important issues that bothers a youth. Today we're going to be taking it from two angles. I've been dealing with this, My Child and I, specifically on a girl as a youth, but today I'm going to focus on the girl, and I'll also focus on the boy. So I'm just going to be throwing in the first question to Pastor Maxton Peterson. What can you tell us? What actually do you think that is the advantage or the importance of training a boy child in school? The importance of a boy being educated.
Wow, it's very important to know that we are existing in different dispensations. Okay, you can't take our father's time to be ours because there were informations that we have now they don't have. Most time we have a child grow up tell you I want to be a hunter, and it's the highest profession. But now you wake up with your child and the boy is telling you I want to be a hunter. You just shut up. You can't bring this generation to this kind of foolishness. You can't bring this foolishness to this kind of our generation. But see, why it's important to train a boy child is because every dispensation has its own information and what makes you relevant.
Come on.
The information you carry in every dispensation makes you relevant. So in our dispensation, we have a lot of things. Look at what is happening now. Before, it can't be possible.
Yes.
But now it's happening. So if you want to say, I want to train my child, I want my child to be educated, simply means you want him to be relevant.
Yes.
You want him to matter in the society. When people are calling names, your name will be called. Like if they say Mazdon, the Peterson belongs to the father. So whatever it is, it feels like, oh, a part of me is still existing. So why is it very important to educate your boy child? Is because it's bring what we call posterity.
Okay.
I'm not just talking about the society first, because one thing we know about is that you must carry the good from inside out. So if I'm a good child in my family, as far as I'm concerned, the society will always see it, because it's what you take from inside you showcase to the outside.
Wow.
So it's very important that you train your child, educate the child because of the relevance in the dispensation you're caught in.
Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution. Are you listening, viewers out there? It's so important. I'm just gonna drive my vehicle straight to the doorpost of Mrs. Amarachi Mweze. I'm going to ask Mrs. Amarachi Mweze, if you have a girl who is a youth and you always see her have so much attachment to the opposite sex, what's going to be your reaction? How are you going to handle such a situation? How do you handle it?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have a daughter.
Okay.
If I see her around Mel all the time, as the mother, I will call her to tell her the implications of the things that she's going into.
Okay.
And I will direct her, I will teach her as a mother, telling her the right things to do at the right time. I believe it will help her a lot in staying away from Mel and knowing the kind of things to do as a girl child at every particular time in her life.
Wow, beautiful. Do you have anything to contribute to that, Maxim Peterson?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, just go ahead.
One important thing about the relationship between the mother and the girl child is very vast. And one thing you must know is that whenever the girl child gets spoiled, who they call to is the mother.
Yes.
They will easily say, what is this woman doing?
Yes.
Yet whenever you see your girl child with always the opposite sex, the only thing I know you should do is to tell her the truth. The relationship, the association, the consequences, the things that happen. It's not just we're friends. There's something leading to another. So what I will tell you is look at. Whenever you see this light, whenever you see this green light, whenever you see this kind of light, please stay away. This is what it will cause. By so doing, you will not be afraid. You just be relaxed. Oh, this is your friend, no problem, because already you know what to do when you meet them.
Wow, do you have something to chip in there? Do you have more thing to chip in there?
No.
Okay, it's so beautiful to know that. So beautiful to know today that it's very important to train a boy child, because I think it's going to be very, 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 very expedient for that boy to be relevant in the society, just like you said. I think I'm very, very okay with those suggestions. I'm very, very okay with them, and I think I'm just going to go on short break right away, because this is going to be a phone-in program. Like I said, if you are watching on Living Television, do make a call to us right away. Maybe in the next 15 minutes, just call us on 0916-8284-994 and throw your questions that is connected to what we're discussing this very moment. I want to be leaving your face right now, but when I'm back from this short break, My Child and I continues. Stay with us, don't go away. Welcome back to this wonderful program, My Child and I. Like I said before, My Child and I is a program that is here to educate and admonish the youth out there, parents out there. Is a program that talks about the relationship between a father and a son, and a mother and also a daughter. We're already dealing on some issues before we went for break, and I want to thank you for staying tuned with us. Right away, I'm going to ask a question to Mrs. Amarachi Mweze. Mrs. Amarachi Mweze, can you quickly tell us what are the barriers to a girl's education? You have a girl as a youth. What do you think is a barrier? What do you think is an embargo for her to, embrace education as a girl?
Thank you very much. First of all, I think poverty will stop a girl from being whatever she wants to be.
Poverty. Okay.
I believe early marriage also will stop a girl from being whatever she wants to be in life. Like me, if I was pushed into marriage in early stage, I wouldn't have been where I am today. So I believe we should try more in training our child if we have what it takes to train our daughter.
Okay.
So that she can be whatever thing she wants to be, being a doctor, being a banker, being a lawyer, whatsoever. I believe poverty and...
So how does poverty, I want you to express that a little bit more. How does poverty affect that child? How does poverty, like the parents are poor, how does it affect that child? The child's education. Yeah.
It affects the child education because she will go to school and she will be chased out while others are learning.
Because of school fees.
Because of school fees, she will be chased out and she won't learn anything. Before you know it, she's at home doing one thing or the other, and others are learning and all that. So she herself will be depressed. She will not be happy because there's no money for her to go to that school, for the parents to pay her school fees actually.
Wow. Wow, this is so amazing to know. Pastor Maxton, please can you throw more light on that before I come to you for your own question?
Concerning the things that can stop a girl child.
Yes, maybe on the points she already she has given already, poverty and early marriage.
I also want to put association.
Okay, good.
Because sometimes I've seen families where there's money.
Okay.
And the girls are not pushed into early marriage, but yet it don't amount to anything. Why? Because of the pressure group.
Yes.
The peer pressure.
Yes.
You see, sometimes you come back, you see a daughter, she's smoking, and the father is not a smoker, the mother is not a smoker, but because of the way she has mingle with people and the kind of relationship and association she's keeping, you see that sometimes it will really affect that child. Even as the mother will be telling you, go to school, there's money, and I'm not asking you, I'm not pushing you into the early marriage, go to school. She said she's not interested. She's just coming up with one thing she has gotten from the mingling thing with the people that she always meets.
Okay.
So I see the association also affect them.
Okay.
And talking about the early marriage, very important. There are certain parts of this country where such things are paramount.
Okay.
And predominant too, where that is very, very deteriorating, and it can stop people from achieving their goal, especially the girl child, where a girl is brought to face childbearing.
Okay.
Without preparing for it. There's knowledge.
Yes.
There's this growing up and alignments.
Yes.
And you're not just like you just meet up. So my mother even told me that the grandmother started menstruating. I think that is such words allowed here.
Yes, just go ahead.
Okay, menstruating in the husband's house. So tell me what that girl has gathered. Yes, has gathered to live in a man's house. You see that she end up getting some.
Okay, very quickly. Thank you for all those beautiful points. Very quickly, I want to know, what do you think is the challenges a boy being a youth can face? Challenges of a boy.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you have a son, what do you think as he's growing up as a youth, what are the definite challenges he's bound to see or he's bound to face?
Okay, first of all, we have the emotional, which is the what will I say, the everyday to day. The guy may not be educated, may not have, I want to be this, but there's something working inside of him. He's feeling something.
Yes.
That's the now experience.
Okay.
Now, when he started having the puberty challenges, you see that it will affect him. These are the things that let me say myself. The first time I had the first sign of these puberty challenges. The father was not around, so I rushed to my mom. I said, Mom, look at what is coming out of my body. What is it?
Wow.
I'm a kind of person that is going to the point.
Yes, let's just go there.
So she said, look at. She told me everything. So I was like, okay, it's not strange. You see, but if I don't have someone to tell me that, to make me start acting funny.
Yes.
Sometimes I get depressed. I even think I'm not well. I'm sick. And sometimes, yes, sometimes when passions, feelings are not directed to the right place, it's abused.
Yes.
So, and another thing there is the career. Some of them grow up without knowing what they want to become.
Okay, I just need to proceed with this call. Someone is already calling. This is our first call of the day. Hello, good afternoon. How are you and where are you calling from? What's your name, please?
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Where are you calling from and what's your name, please? It looks like I missed this call. Hello? 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 I think they are going to call back. So you just go ahead.
Okay.
Maxton?
That's the career challenge where the guys grow up and they don't really know what they really want. And you see, they need directions. They need someone to talk to them. They need someone to put their head straight what they really want to be done. So you see that these things are the challenge where we have, and sometimes psychological. Why? In some upbringing or rotation, some guys faces like abuse. Certain things happen to them, so it will work on their mind. And you see a guy standing up and say, I've never known love. I've never known what it means to be cared for. So you see that sometimes they won't give out care. They won't give out love. That's why you see some marriages and everything is scattering, because some people don't even know what you're telling them. They've not experienced it.
Yes.
So what you're calling out of them was not there. And what human being is all about is information taking, accumulation. We all become what we've accumulated. So if what we don't have, the society shouldn't look for it.
Oh my word. Did you just hear that, my viewers? What you don't have, the society
shouldn't look for it.
Shouldn't look for it. What I don't have, it means maybe I can give out.
Yes.
Is that what you're insinuating?
Yes.
What you don't have, and how do we have such? It is from the family.
Yes.
Wow. I just know that viewers, you are really enjoying this program. And I know that calls are going to be coming in. And we'll have to tackle all that. Another thing is, I just want us to look into more. Okay, let me just pick up this call. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Living TV. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
I am Mrs. Chimaye Bidike, calling from Achimef, Openumobo.
Oh, thank you for calling. Do you have a question for us?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Just go ahead,
Is
please.
it good to scold a girl child, maybe when you see how a boy standing maybe close to the street or along the roadside? Is it good to harass a girl child?
Okay. This question, I'm going to be throwing it to the both of you. I want Amarachi Mweze too. Amarachi Mweze, can you just give us, in a nutshell, you've had her question.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
Just listen, you will hear.
Okay.
Just be
For
there.
me, as a mother, I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
I have a way of talking to my daughter so that she will listen. I don't think embarrassing my daughter will be a problem.
Okay.
I don't think embarrassing my daughter will be
A problem.
or a way of solving whatever issue that we are facing.
Can you hear us? Hello, can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear us. Okay.
Yes.
Just listen closely. You're going to hear.
I don't think that embarrassing my daughter will be a way of solving the problem. I think talking to my daughter will be a way of solving whatever thing it is. Telling her the right thing to do will be a way of.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
You can hear me.
Yes.
But can you hear the other? Can you hear Mrs. Amarachi? Can you hear Amarachi?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. I said it's not a good thing to do. Scolding your daughter will not solve the problem. I think talking to your daughter will be a way of solving the problem. Telling her, because she's your daughter, and if you talk to her, she will listen as the mother. So call her close to you, talk to her as your daughter. She will understand you and she will do exactly whatever thing you want her to do. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. That answer, did it satisfy you? Maxton Peterson, just put something.
Okay, what I really want to say is that, you know, what you don't give to a child, you don't expect it from her. Maybe she've not heard from you that standing on the road with the male gender, it's really not painting the right picture. So she's doing this because she thought it's just like, wow, it's something we can do. We're just talking, we're friends, nothing is coming out. But when the mother talks to her and tell her, this is what I don't want, look at what, you see that such things will not come around. And if they do, sorry to use this word, I'm a kind of person that is straightforward. If you've told her not to be on the street and she is on the streets, you need to bring her back and change the tone, because you've given and you are expecting. And then that should not end with shouting. After you said, why I shouted is because I've told you this, and look at what I don't want you to do. With this, you see, she stopped doing those things.
Okay, these are wonderful suggestions from Amarachi and Maxton. I hope our caller, you heard what they just said. Hello? You heard what they just said.
Hello?
Okay, thank you for calling. God bless you.
All right,
Please keep watching.
Thank you for answering my question. Thank you.
All right, God bless you. Keep watching Living Television. All right, bye-bye for now. So that's basically where we are. Talking to, there's something that you say that is very striking, because maybe a lot of mothers, they don't initiate the discipline first. Can you push that a little bit more while we expect a call?
Okay. The only challenge we have in families that, yes.
The only challenge?
Yeah, the only challenge we have with our parents, or let's say the boy child, the girl child, is because we always want to get what we want. We always want to get what we want when we've not put that in them. So I would want the parents to always give in what they expect from their child.
Okay, there's another call. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name and where you're calling from? This is Living TV.
Hello, good afternoon, ma. This is Mr. Robert calling from Marietta. I'm a businessman.
Oh, thank you for calling, beloved. Are you watching this program, and do you find it interesting what we're discussing here?
Yes, I have a question.
Just go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Can you just go ahead and throw your question?
Okay, I have a question to ask Madam about the India tribe education. My question is it very important for a child to be trained? Is it very important? Is it very important for a child to be trained?
For a boy child to be, are you talking about the boy child or the girl child?
A girl child. I say, is it very right for a girl child to be trained?
I talked about the boy child. Is it good to train the boy child? That was the question that was thrown to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is it good to train a boy child?
A boy child. Like I said before, it's very important to train your boy child because we are in different dispensations. You can't have a hunter here and say you have a son. So if you want to have a son that's relevant in the society, in the family, and in the world at large, you need to train the person. You need to let the person get exposed to the information of the now. And if they don't get it, you will see that each time life wants to take its turn in that family, your family would not be picked. Why? Because the things that are needed in that life, in that time, would not be coming from your family. You see, if I were to be a hunter, I don't know what I'll be doing here, because there's no animal here.
Wow.
So the best thing to do is put in what you want your child to become at the time of life you were 16. Because very important. Why I said this very important is because don't just go and bring your own thing you want him to become while life is running and he's not looking at you. So let your boy child be relevant. Let him be educated.
Are you trying to say that it's very wrong for a parent to impose a particular profession on a child?
Very,
be
very
it a
wrong.
girl, be it a boy. Do you subscribe to that?
Yes, it's very, very wrong, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
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 Thank you so much, sir. I'm really impressed with the answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling from wherever you're calling from. Please, this program goes on every Tuesday by 2 o'clock. I want to encourage you to always stay with us in that time. And when we discuss, you listen to us and also throw your questions to us so that we can buttress it clearer. Thank you for calling and you have a great day. Bye-bye.
And you too, bye.
Sure, bye. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say, but I just know that personally, I've really enjoyed myself, like listening to Amarachi and Maxon Peters in today's program. Is one of the amazing things that has happened to me today. And I know that out there where you are watching us on Living Television, I know that you found it so much interesting also to listen to all that we've been able to discuss. Like I said, My Child and I is a program that is fashioned to educate and admonish parents out there and also youth. It's not just that we're sitting down just to talk, but we're talking that you could also learn something from what we are discussing. What am I saying? I think I'm going to be drawing the curtain for today. But before I do that, I want to say a big thank you to my wonderful guest. I have Amarachi Mweze. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
All right. And Maxon Peterson, I appreciate you coming today.
I really enjoyed myself.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like I said before, viewers out there, this program is your darling program, and this is your darling station, Living TV. Be free to always subscribe to our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just go ahead and look for us there on Living Television. You can as well search for World Living Radio 90.9 FM here in Aba. Just search for it so you can listen to our audio programs. They are very interesting. Call us also on 091-682-84994. This is our official number. Take it again as you look at 0916-82-84994. I will wish to have you watch us again sometime next week as I get out of your face today. Do have a lovely day and enjoy the rest of your week. God bless you till I come your way again same time next week. Bye-bye.
Allow me to enjoy myself. I love you.
Have you heard that Living Television, the latest satellite station on SatView channel, is received all over Nigeria and Africa? You can watch Living Television on every free-to-air HD decoder, including Strong HD and CSAT HD. Why keep paying for monthly subscriptions when you can have fun for free? With Living Television, you can watch lots of wrestling, football, documentaries, and Nigerian films, including discussions and debates on current Nigeria issues. Watch free live matches on La Liga Spain, Serie A, Italy, Bundles Liga, German League 1, and French matches on over 80 premium channels. Wow! You can also sponsor your programs such as live church services and crusades, political rallies, burial and wedding ceremonies, promotional interviews, announcements, advertisements, documentaries, and commercials. We are situated at number 1 Jeji Street off Ikorekwane Road, Aba, Abia State. For further enquiries, call 0805 367 3900. Signed, Management.
I love you. To enjoy myself. I love you.